Already? Okay. Good morning. I would continue my talk about personalized alignment totonias plasticity. So today I'm going to talk about CPAC, coronal plane alignment of the knee classification. It has great interest so far in recently. This is provided by Mark Desi, he's an Australian doctor. Anyway, so in the CPAC is focused on leg alignment and joint line obliquity. So in this classification, leg alignment is expressed as arithmetic HKA. Arithmetic HKA is calculated with MPTA subtracted by LDFA, MPTA minus LDFA. If it is less than 0, so minus degrees, it implies the leg alignment is Vedas. And it is more than 0 degree, and plus value, the leg is the Vedas alignment. So this, if the arithmetic HKA, AHKA is 0, the patient have neutral leg. So for example, MPTA is 83 and LDFA is 87. So 87 minus 87 equals 0. So the patient have the neutral, but the MPTA equal 85 and LDFA is 87. So 85 minus 82 equal minus 3. So this patient has 3 degrees imbalance. So arithmetic HKA is not the HKA is shown in the preoperative or postoperative long leg X-ray because the patient has the Veras, for example, Veras alignment. So the patient has the thinner cartilage thickness in the medial side and thicker in the left. So the HKA should be greater than the arithmetic HKA. So arithmetic HKA is the condition that tibia and the femur joint surface are parallel to each other. Thus can estimate the postoperative alignment after the true kinematic alignment. Because in the true kinematic alignment, bone cut is made parallel to the bone surface in both femur and the tibia. So, but in the natural uncorrected condition, so for example, medial osteoarthritis, medial size is thinner, so joint line is not parallel the lateral open in the medial side osteoarthritis. So so-called JLCA, joint line convergence angle, that implies a deformity of the cartilage. But neglecting the cartilage condition to reduce the bony surface to the parallel, that indicates the pre-disease condition. So without cartilage wear of the medial side. So one paper shows that the arithmetic HKA is virtually equal to the patient native anatomy, patient constitutional alignment. So anyways, so CPAC. is one factor is arithmetic HK that is leg alignment, the patient native leg alignment, and at the same time, that is the target of alignment after the true kinematic alignment. The other item is joint line obliquity. Joint line obliquity is calculated as MPTA plus LDFA. If this value is 180 degrees, it is considered to be the mechanical. So joint line is perpendicular to the mechanical axes, both femur and tibia. But it is less than 180 degrees. That means medially sloped joint line, so-called apex distal. Apex come distal to the knee. On the other hand, so the sum of MPTA and LDFA is more than 180. That's implied laterally inclined joint line, so-called apex proximal. So, joint line. So, in addition to the leg alignment, joint line obliquity is the one factor of the impresses the patient phenotype of the knee. So combining the joint line obliquity and arithmetic HKA, we can categorize 9 groups. The first is the Velas leg alignment and apex distal alignment. And the second one is leg alignment is neutral, but apex distal, joint line, and neutral apex proximal, and valgus leg alignment, and apex distal, neutral, and apex proximal. In this original CPAC, the boundary is set as plus minus t degrees in terms of arithmetic HK, and plus minus 3 degrees in terms of joint line obliquity. So, using this classification, I calculated HKA and JLO in our preoperative patient. So, surprisingly, around 6% of patient is classified as type 1, Velas HKA, Velas leg alignment, and apex medial. So most of patient has a very, very Velas and medially, sorry. Hi. Hi. Hi.そんなもんいるんですか？あんま使ったことないですけど、僕ら。はい。外来でそのように、はい、申し上げて、そのまま手術してます。あんま使った覚えないですけどね。はい。そのままでいいと思いますけど、はい。はい、すみません。はい。はい。OK, OK. So let's continue. So, this is the group 5. This is the neutral alignment and neutral joint line obliquity. This is the target of mechanical alignment. So this is very, very rare in Japanese population. And comparing to the Australian healthy patient or healthy subject. So distribution is very, very different from our population. Most patients, around half patients have neutral HKA, plus minus 2 degrees of the HKA. But around 95% have the medial slope. Because it is understandable because in neutral situation is considered to be the straight leg and 3 degrees inclined joint lines. So it is the normal subject. And this is the osteoarthritis subject. It is the distribution is very similar to the normal population and with Australian population. So distribution is the same. This implies the HKA and JLO shows the patient native morphology or phenotype. So this distribution not so change after the osteoarthritis and before the osteoarthritis. So we can know the patient native constitution situation using this CPAC classification. This is the one advantage beneficial for the use of CPAC classification. Then this is distribution after the kinematic alignment for the neurosoplasty after a patient. So, so thanks to that restriction, it is very mild using the mechanical instruments. Distribution changed a little bit to the neutral direction for the after the kinematic alignment, so neutral percentage increase a little bit because of I avoid too much various alignment and corrected to be neutral. But I truly perform the true kinematic alignment, so this distribution should be similar. So, but I collected a little bit, especially for the tibial side. I reduced some MPTA, so that reflects the population of distribution of this alignment distribution to be more neutral. So anyways, this is very beneficial to compare the preoperative and postoperative distribution, and in the same time compare the distribution between races. So it is so we need to consider so Bella's alignment apex tissue is more prevalent in Asian patients, so we can accept the concept for the Western people is should be careful. So sometimes we accept the true kinematic concept naively to perform this. So too many patients there's very, very extreme alignments, such as too much MPTA, too much virus after the operation. So we need to consider, so we should construct our own protocol to do the kinematic alignment. Okay. Okay. まだ大丈夫です。Sorry. This is, yes, this is, red one is, maybe after the restricted kinematic alignment. So maybe, so in the Australia, not so many patients have extreme alignment. So less than half patient requires restriction. So eventually this distribution is similar after, before, and after operation, but in Japan. So many patients require the restriction, so distribution can be changed after the ablation. That is also difference between the white people, Western people and the Asian patient. Okay, it finished today's talk. I will talk tomorrow about the technique of the kinematic alignment. Okay, see you. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. はい。ということでございます。ビデオを停止して、共有を停止。